Hey guys, now it's getting exciting. We're going to create our first React component. But why do you need a React component? Well, until now we have created React elements, but React elements are stateless, while React components are stateful. So, if we want to create a dynamic user interface, what we probably want, we need to use React components. Let's create our first React component. We will be using the class notation, so we can do class my first component extends React.component. And for now, let's only define the render function. This function will return a h1 React element, and we give it a text of my message hello. Please note that we wrap it in parentheses. It's not needed, but it will probably save you in the future when you're creating more extensive components. So it's a good habit to get used to. Now we have to render it into our DOM. Your first reaction might be trying to pass the component as the first argument from the render function, but if you probably remembered, the first argument of the render function must be a React element, and React elements and React components are not the same thing. Luckily, the first argument of the createElement function can also be a React component. So we can create a root element with React.createElement, and we pass it our first component. Now we can call the render function with the root element as its first argument and the root as second argument. Let's see if it works. Everything looks fine. But at this moment the component is still stateless. We can make it stateful by adding state to it. We can do this in React's constructor function. We define a constructor function that will receive the props. We have to call super props, and then we define this.state as a JavaScript object where we will define a message key with a value of hello world. Then in our h1 React element we use the curly braces and we set this.state.message. Let's see how it looks now. And as you probably expected, we'll see my message hello world. Okay, cool. In this video we've created our first React component and we added state to it. In the next video we will make this component reactive by adding user events. See you there.